Hey everybody, welcome to 𝒂𝒐𝒄𝒂 live stream. I was just checking the audio there. I'm 𝒂𝒐𝒏𝒄𝒂, and you are about to witness my nerdy family and I use silly voices and digital dice to tell a horror story today. Hopefully, someone will die. We'll see. Let me see. Announcements. Of course, we have a special game coming up January 4th. Our Wednesday live stream on January 4th will be a collaboration with Adam from the Interplanar Crossroads and the two of the guys, Tyler and Dave from 𝒁𝒐𝒏𝒄𝒂 podcast. So very much looking forward to that. We'll be playing in Pathfinder 2nd Edition. Jacob will be running the game. It's going to be a lot of fun. I am working on a Christmas special one-shot for December 21st. And, of course, next Wednesday we'll be back with Outlaws of Alkenstar, which I'm very excited as we're slowly reaching the climax of that story. I'm really excited to see where that goes. Let's see. Can you think of anything else?
We'll show off our dice pads?
Sure. All right. We can do that again. Dice pads. We can get these in. They look so good. Anyways.
Join us.
Join us. You get this in one of the tiers, and then the extra. I'll throw those in. We're talking about maybe we'll do a giveaway New Year's. I don't know, so stay tuned on that. We're trying to figure that out, but something like those iron-on patches that we got might be included in there. So stay tuned for that. I'm gonna switch over to all the lovely people here, so that our dear friend Adam from the Interplanar Crossroads can give a shout out for his channel. How are you, sir?
I am. Greetings and salutations, travelers, and welcome back to the game. As far as announcements for me on my end, let me see. We just released our Around the Hearth about holiday games and that type of theming. So hopefully y'all enjoyed that. We will be releasing a Misadventures continued this coming week. And then after that will be another Around the Hearth chat that we recorded, which will be covering the song Last Christmas by Wham! And taking inspiration from it for I thought, a rather really good chat. So
it was.
Really, really cool stuff. So, Lord willing, that will be out for y'all shortly. That will be out the week of Christmas, if everything goes according to plan. So maybe you could watch it over Christmas. But that's mainly what we got.
Awesome. And actually, too, I was just in the comments on the Around the Hearth. I might be using what we chatted about there for inspiration for the live stream on the 21st. So I thought it was
once everybody started throwing out that computer stuff themed around it, I was like, yeah, Dan will use that.
Yep, you were right. I forgot about it. Then I watched the video and that's a good idea. All right. I'm just delaying the inevitable deaths of all our characters, which will be beautiful. What do we do if I cry by the end? What should happen?
We all drink.
We all drink. All right, everybody drinks.
You have to finish your drink if Dan cries.
There we go.
Blooper episode's coming out in also. So
that's so good. All right. Well, without further ado, I'd like to turn it over to Recap. Take it away.
Welcome, everyone, to the events that unfold in the mind of Sevens. The paranoid individual of the group. I think the most paranoid individual of the group. But as our story began, we awoke to our free time, and Sevens began making his way throughout the facility to check on all possible entrances. When, let's see, we received a communications. No. There was sparks. Sparks began coming out of the communication device. So, we sent the engineer to go and look at it, while Sevens covered them, from the doorway, with a hand over the emergency close button, with a welder in hand. Our engineer, Ruby, talked to this individual that spoke through a sparking, purple lightning communications device that had no power to it. Having a conversation with a ship that was crashing in distress. Then it all went dead. Then it seemed like the power kicked back on again, and our AI informed us that there was going to be a crash of a ship matching the same description of the ship that was in distress, the Omega Theta of Tiberius Sector. So, we all hurried, but Sevens went back to get ammunition, extra ammunition, for when they appear. But, checking, all laser weaponry, all batteries, destroyed by more purple lightning. Taking the live ammo that Sevens collects over time, he provided ammunition and extra guns to the others, so that they at least would be useful in fighting off against them. We all gathered in the APC as the ship hit the ground, far away, that kicked up so much sand that it pelted the facility. We also received communications from our sergeant, whose name I cannot remember off the top of my head.
Sergeant Jamkins.
Sergeant Jamkins. We're losing communication with our brother station, Station B. So, we went out into the APC to the crashed ship to look for survivors. There, we used the expendable drone to crack open a door. Going inside, we found bodies, mutilated bodies. Let's see, I cannot remember. 𝒔𝒐𝒏𝒄𝒂 uses her psychic powers to read the last moments. Creatures of stone that shot forth lightning, rendering all laser weaponry useless. One even took a knife out and began to attack the enemy. Brave, but still died. After overcoming a sentry turret in a hallway by just ripping the thing out of the ceiling for some reason because we couldn't come up with a better, cleverer situation. Oh well, at least we didn't have to use a grenade. We got into the command bridge of the... Let me pull up my notes. The Omega Theta of Tiberius Sector. There we found Charles Truster, whose arm had turned to crystal, welding him, merging him with the control panel. Giving him some sedatives, it knocked him straight out. With a bone saw from Sevens, we removed the infected arm. And as we began trying to find our missing sergeant, who also arrived here, all the power died. All the doors open. The arm that was severed is gone. All the bodies in the hallway are gone. And Sevens recently saw movement at the edge of the lights provided by 𝒔𝒐𝒏𝒄𝒂. And now, the group has unanimously decided, we have to get out of here before we die.
Sounds
And I
about
believe
right.
that is where the DM will take it.
Okay, so as one quick note, so you grab the unconscious soldier. Did you just put him on skip, or is it one of the characters carrying him?
Pretty sure I'm
Jolinar?
carrying him.
Yeah.
Okay. Just let me double check.
I thought you dropped him and then
encumbrance level.
Ruby said she would grab him. I don't quite remember.
Yeah, Ruby might be helping. It might be like a drag with us situation.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not that she's much help.
Oh, Ruby actually could carry him without an issue. She's wearing like mostly light everything, so she's good to go.
Nice girl.
Okay.
Well,
Perfect.
with the perception
So-
roll from earlier in last game, and seeing that there's multiple movements, Sevens passes Jolinar the grenade, and it's like, your last moments should be most useful. Make sure that you're farther away from everyone.
I haven't even started yet, but anyway. So what are y'all doing? You just gonna run down the hall to the east?
I think so.
I believe so. And that we're going to
Well-
go immediately back out the way that we came.
Joe,
Objections,
let me see.
Commander?
Irons can see it with his dim light.
you have low light, and
light.
unfortunately, you have to have at least a dim light in order to see. It's kind of like you think of like starlight is like being able to see clearly in the starlight. It's the same thing here. There still has to be something there.
Okay, I think I'm seeing some things I shouldn't be seeing then.
No, that's just the movement.
No, you do. So
Unji
in
has
Foundry, the
dancing
reason why
lights
you
up.
see those tokens to the right is because you hear the sound of footfalls rushing towards you.
Okay.
Yeah, because they're not invisible, so you can tell what squares they're in.
Okay.
That's awesome.
Dancing light can be up to 120 feet away. Is that correct?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Can Yuji put those farther down the hall so we can see more of what we're dealing with? How many can we actually have out of this time? Oh, 4.
All right. So basically, everyone's getting like one full round to do something. So.
Okay.
Go down the list. Everyone else.
All right. So Yunji, you're throwing the lights up ahead.
Yeah, I'll move the lights to where we're headed.
Okay. So.
And then I think she's going to reach out with empathy if she can. That would be her desire. But I don't know if it's possible yet.
All right. So Yunji would probably have to move down some. And the light revealing shows the soldiers up before. Their entire body just seems to be bloated more. There's a crackling of electricity flowing through them. Their bodies have turned to a gray color, and they seem to be a lot more not being able to move well, but rushing with all their might towards you.
From up the hall towards us, back if we're heading back the way we came.
Yes.
Yeah.
Ooh, okay.
I mean, to be fair, you hear them like all over the place, even to the north of you.
Yeah.
Iron's already ordered everybody out, so
Yeah, I think I
it's
will.
best this way.
I will take position up front, basically, to kind of lead this.
All right. So Jolinar. Okay, so everyone's going to be moving. So that would be double check on speed and stuff. Which should be 20 feet of movement for Jolinar. So you're just rushing as much as possible, right?
I want to stay with the group.
You're the slowest. They're gonna have to stay with you.
Okay, fair.
Right.
Yeah, but basically I want to shield. Like, I will have my shield to try to be an obstacle that maybe if we need to move past them, they can get around behind me. I'm just going to be a wall. That's my plan.
Okay.
It is a good plan.
Right now, I just made everyone just have 2 movement deals, so you have 1 action remaining if you wish to do something with that. Other than that, those who actually, so everyone except Ruby and Sevens, when you're passing by the bathroom area that was over to the west there, you heard some really disturbing noises coming from the toilets and sinks.
I wish we had more surplus of grenades.
I have another one.
So everyone except Jolinar and Yuji have 1 more action that they can do, and then we'll begin combat.
So Skip is going to camouflage. And Ruby is going to try, if I can, a distracting hack. So she's going to hack computers. Is there like another hallway or a room nearby them?
I'm sorry, but there's no power to these devices.
Oh, I can't do anything? Okay.
You can shoot your gun.
Okay. I'll do...
Wait, how bad is it? Am I being shot in the back here?
She would get technically a -1 to attack if she's going to shoot for you.
Well, botches are fun.
Okay, do you want me to try to take a shot?
Yes.
Go for it.
Okay. So I'm gonna aim at this one? Okay. And Where's my stats? There you are. Which one do I do? Actions. Semi-pistol. So where do I put the minus? Oops, what does that say? It said something.
We could just calculate it. It's not too big of a deal. You just could roll.
No ammunition is assigned.
Try one more time.
Okay.
I just said
okay. Thank you. Okay. Whew.
Nice.
Critical.
All right, safe.
Roll for critical.
Woo.
Critical.
Ooh.
Whoa.
30 points of damage.
So she's like dragging the guy over her shoulder and whips out her pistol right past Seven's head.
So this is the part where I got to tell you if you wanted to look at your weapon damage, it's pretty insane.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. I thought pistols were weak.
All right, Irons, you have one action left. Yunji, you did the sustaining. Sevens, you have one action left. And then combat begins.
I'll go last.
Okay. Irons?
I will probably do a one action, a one for all, since people can benefit from it. I'll prepare to aid. Let's see who's up front. Jolnar's up front, and then probably Jolnar. I'll prepare to do an aid for Jolnar.
Got it. All right, Sevens.
Okay. Well, I'm also going to open fire on the enemy, and
Okay.
that's my target there. So, rifle going out. Hey, I'm happy I hit.
All right.
Nice.
7 points. All right. So now we can begin actual combat.
Oh,
At least
nervous.
one's already dead.
Is it dead?
One is dead.
Whew. What was that, like 25 to kill it?
Don't worry, it's fine.
So we're all doing initiative?
I
Yeah, he's
gotcha.
doing it for us.
Oh, wow. Okay.
The majority of the party goes first.
Shoo.
All right. Then
I love the images of the soldiers, by the way, brother.
Wait, where are they? I want to see.
They're right here. And you can check on them on the combat tracker.
Let's see.
all right, Yuji, what are you doing?
Unji.
Oh, I'm first? Oh, dear. These things are coming. I guess... Can you click on that? No, sorry. That shield. That's why, oh, that's a raise the shield action. Okay. Then I'm gonna move... Does it cost an action to move dancing lights? Or
Yes,
did they kind
it's the sustain.
So I'll make sure to move 2 over the baddie zombies and 2 towards the bathroom sound.
Okay.
So we're kind of bathing in that. And then I'll do phase bolt.
Phase bolt?
Yeah. So you do cast.
And
I guess with that new song, Irons turned on the battle playlist.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
do I press attack? Is that what it is?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm targeting the one in the front.
All right. So one in the front, and that would be a critical.
Ooh, nice. Damage, I guess, at the top there? Or?
Yeah, we could just double it. It's no big deal.
Okay, got it. Got it.
Sounds good. Oh, good.
Let's double.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I'm saying good. I'm glad it's double.
All right. So, Yunji, you have no more actions. It's like, all right.
Yep. That's me.
Irons, you're up.
Jolnar, report, are there any enemies down our path of egress?
Without the light, can I see down that way?
You don't see too well.
Yeah.
You don't hear anything.
Okay, I'll say, difficult to tell. don't hear anything.
We'll have to proceed. Let me see. He doesn't want to leave the girls unguarded in the back, so not gonna move, which means he has all 3 actions to use. So he's going to clever feint this one here.
Okay.
And keep up that one for. Do I have to? I have to maintain that one for all, like, because you have to.
Yeah,
prepare
it's
to aid
only
each
for one
time.
turn. Yeah.
So he'll keep that up for Jolinar.
Okay.
And that'll be my 3 turns. Or my 3
So-
things.
You have to make a deception check.
Okie dokie.
Get out there.
Nice.
All right, yeah, that's a critical success, so it's
Woo!
flat-footed. All right, 7's, you're up.
Okay. Well, I'm wanting to. This character flat-footed to me as well?
Yes.
Oh, okay. So I don't actually have to do this. Okay. So I'm just going to open fire on him again.
Okay.
First one.
Nice.
Nice.
Huzzah.
Very
Critical.
nice.
Phew. Yeah.
Well. And I'm gonna try to finish him off.
Okay. Oh, he's double tap.
Nice.
It hits
Oh, I hit.
because of
Okay.
flat-footed.
Oh my
Yes.
gosh. I was about
And
to
I
say,
did
what?
as much as a crit.
Nice.
there.
Woo!
Okay. Last
All right.
action, I'm going to go around the corner. Well, I can't go through walls, right? Okay, so I've seen no one here, right?
It's dark for you.
Right. Well,
You're going
I'll be
by
hearing-
sound by this point, so it'd be difficult terrain.
Right. I'm gonna be right there. If something comes out and hits me during this turn, then I know something's there.
Okay.
I will end my turn.
Ruby, you're up.
Okay. Ruby's gonna use one of her turns to give Skip 2 turns. And she's gonna use her other 2 to draw a frag and throw it into the where they are.
To the east?
Yes. Yeah, where all those baddies are.
Alright, so Ruby doesn't have much of an arm.
Oh.
So it's technically a 20 increment, so you could throw it right over here with a -2. So
Where? Okay. Yeah, I'll try it.
Just don't fumble.
So what do I roll to throw?
it's an attack
Strike.
and your
Oh, the
actions
strike.
now.
Okay.
This is going to be a quick stream.
Success!
Ooh, shoot.
Alright.
Wow.
Ooh.
Nice.
18 points of
Jeez.
damage.
Boomity boom.
All of them.
Okay. Oh my gosh. Okay, so then now it's Skip.
Yeah.
Skip is going to do his mobile ambush, I think. I'm gonna try that.
Alright.
How do I show that? Do I click
Click
here?
there.
Click this.
No,
You hit the one
chat.
that looks like a chat box.
Oh, got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So give me first a stealth check, and then you can go for the attack.
Okay. So where's your stealth?
Uh,
I'll find it.
yeah,
I got
there
it.
it is.
Okay.
Okay.
And
And
who's
then
gonna be firing on?
what do I need to do?
Who's he gonna fire?
You're
Oh.
gonna do a mobile ambush, so it's a movement with shooting.
A movement while shooting. So then I do the semi-auto pistol strike.
Right.
Okay, okay.
So I'm just wondering who you're shooting at.
I'm gonna, because I don't. I'll do the one right up in the front there.
Okay. Well, he's flat-footed to you, so you're good.
Okay, good. So +0.
You hit. I just didn't do the
Oh,
That's
he's
the thing with it.
flat-footed.
Oh, okay.
Woo.
which He is dead.
Nice.
Woo!
Great,
And
you were on
Skip
high
has
on
40
damage.
movement, so where are you moving him if you wanted to move him?
I will move Skip up next to Jolinar. Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
Welcome. All right. So one comes out.
Ah!
He's going to go after Irons.
Where did it come
So-
from?
The bathrooms,
The room up above.
Ah!
or whatever it is.
All right.
Oh, I thought it
Yeah.
was one.
Oh, you tease.
At least it wasn't a crit.
So for 4
Yeah.
points of damage. I can apply that real quick. There you go. Jolinar, one little tidbit on your turn.
Yes.
You get a communication from Paula, and she does. We have movement at the APC.
Oh.
Records indicate Sergeant Jamkins.
I will relay that. I will say, Paula says there was movement of the vehicle. Possibly Jenkins?
Ask her to run a diagnostic if she senses vital signs from him or if it's just a biological signature.
Paula gives you a quick readout. All senses that could be communicated with the device are completely down.
No.
She's only having visual on him.
Nope, nope, nope.
Visual only, no way to
Saying
confirm.
Have her lock the APC.
Paula, lock it.
Understood.
I approve of this order.
I think I am going to... You guys down there behind me are okay. There's only one from we can tell, right?
Yeah.
I will ask Iron. Are we proceeding, Irons?
Everyone out. Back to the APC.
So I will hold my ground. I will raise my shield and I will ready an attack.
Got it. Oh, and as Jolinar, just remember you have full control over torches. So if you want Paula to reactivate them, that would be you.
Oh, okay. I think for now we're just going to use the dancing lights.
Okay. So the one in front of you just rushes towards you. You get your reaction strike.
Okay.
Woo!
Critical, yeah. Just 19 over. Right.
Come on. Oh, harsh.
All right. Well, it goes down. The fragmentation grenade took most of it out. So let's see. I have to remember doing that. So, where is he? Okay. So this one comes over to the door
Ah!
Mhm.
and is going to try grabbing Irons.
Ah!
14 versus your 402 DC.
Fort DC?
Yeah.
Where's that on the sheet?
Bottom left for your saves.
Okay.
Basically, whatever the DC is 10 plus your save.
Oh, 10 plus the save, so 15.
All right, missed by one.
Yeah.
That would have been bad. I would have hated to shoot the boss.
All right. This one rushes up, going to attack Jolinar. I have to remember to use T as a DM.
Do I get an attack of opportunity because he moved?
No.
It's
The
only
thing
if they
with
move
Billy
out?
is that he has a pole arm with reach, so
Oh,
that's
okay.
why he was able to. But now that he's in your area, if he moved, then it would be something.
Understood.
All right, and the last one. He has to use all his movement to rush out the room. All right. So by this point, yeah. You have a new combatant.
Ah!
Oh,
What is it?
okay.
Something
Slime!
that has a 13 bonus. Goodness.
All right.
It's the toilet water!
Irons, you don't even have to roll. You immediately recognize this thing. It's a coagulation, at least what the boys call it. It is a voidborn. Basically, when a lot of void energy goes through a place, sometimes it gets stuck in organic material and the like, and it basically possesses it.
It possessed the
Gotcha.
toilet water?
It possesses fecal matter inside.
It's filled with like all sorts of waste and awful corpses.
Ah.
So
Okay.
somebody voided in the void, and this is what happens.
Oh no.
Comes out. What you do know about the coagulations is that they're slow but very powerful.
I would
And-
immediately relay to all comms, we have Voidborn.
What?
So
That was
the first thing
Ruby.
it does,
Exact.
it takes a lot of its energy inside of itself and just throws it at you. Purple lightning streaks towards you, and you need to make a forward 2 saving throw.
Okay. Forward.
Just irons?
Yeah, just irons.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
The lightning strikes into you, but you're pushing back. You hear like psychic and technological screaming coming from everywhere, but you're pushing back against it, not letting it to affect you, and you're keeping what bodily functions you have in control. And that is the end of its turn. Yunji, you're up.
Okay. I am going to... Oh man, she's terrified. Yeah.
Is she literally terrified, or is she, like, just feeling terrified?
Feeling terrified. Yeah.
I think Jolinar is gonna yell at her. Go with sevens.
She's gonna look scared at you, and then she's going to touch Irons on the shoulder. He's gonna feel coldness as... I think I can do this, right? Click on shield. Is shield... Am I able to put that on other people? Or is that just for me?
No, it's just a self.
Ah, poop. Alright, never mind.
Yeah, that's what
fine.
we're fighting.
Yeah, I know.
Right? Then, I'm gonna use... I'm gonna try for it. Can I use empathy on the void? On the coagulation?
On the coagulation, yes, you can.
Alright, I'm gonna do that.
Gosh. Okay.
So
Alright,
do a
so give me a spell attack.
Go to spell casting.
Okay.
Right, and just do this right here. The dice.
Oh, got it. Okay.
Oh,
Yeah, you're not really picking up on it.
Nothing.
But just you trying to reach out, you almost feel like it's trying to reach back out to you.
yeah. She's gonna look like she gets really weak, and she's gonna move. She'll use a movement to head right behind Skip. I think I can get to. Yeah. And
I'm sorry, I just saw more.
That's all your actions.
yeah, I can't do anything else.
Irons, you're up.
He turned to Ruby, say, "Do you have one of those grenades left?"
No.
I think it's actually being held by Jolinar.
It says I have one, but I think
Oh,
Jolinar does have it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Get out.
Yeah.
Get everybody out.
Okay.
And he's not going to move. He's going to stay. I guess he'll just go for the one that's right in front of him, so this one would be able to step through, and he'd still be able to block the way. So he's going to go for this one. And let me see. We will most likely do... Yeah. We'll have to do Clever Feint and then a shot, since I can't multi-strike without a penalty. So Clever Feint first, with a deception check.
Sorry, which one were you targeting with that?
The one directly in front of Irons, directly to the
Okay.
west of Irons.
Got it. Yeah,
And-
that is a critical success.
Woo.
All right.
Nice.
And that means we will get to do a strike with Mildred.
All right, if that's a hit, not a crit.
All right.
Whoa, max damage.
Oh, and one thing, so Paula can actually help you with your shotgun. She can give the scatter deal, which would do 2 points of damage to everyone around him as well.
Everyone around me?
I mean, well, the enemies. Paula has
Alright.
a lot of capabilities. Like she gives you free reloads as well and stuff like that because she has control over a lot of your bodily systems and, well, you know, the suit systems, and actually just makes it a lot easier for yourself.
Yeah, he'd let her do that.
Okay.
Awesome.
So that's that. That's all my actions, I think.
I think you have one more. You used the... Oh, wait, Clever Feints too. That's right. Sorry.
Right.
All right.
He'd look. The last thing he'd do is probably look at the Voidborn after he shook off the lightning and say, "I've seen your kind before," and just keep going.
All right. Sevens, you're up.
I'm going to shoot the one on Jolinar currently.
Okay.
Okay.
That's a crit.
Nice.
Yeah.
Woo.
Nice.
Nice.
He's dead.
Okay. And the AI's name was what again?
Paula.
Oh, I need lights.
Access denied.
Give it to him, Paula.
Access granted.
And people wonder why I don't like robots.
Yeah.
Okay.
The torches, the lights on their suit blares into action.
Okay. For my second action, I'm going to go to the door for a movement. Checking out here. Ah, someone's here.
As soon as you do that, you go to the door and you see what looks to be Sergeant Jamkins there. Looking at him, he is covered in frost and looks like burn marks. He looks to you, and there's no communication for the comms. He just gives you a signal that he's heading in.
He's heading in.
He's just, giving you a hand signal that he's going through that door you're standing right now.
Denied. Yeah, I'm waving at him. Denied. We have contact.
All right.
And some rifle-oriented persuasion.
Okay. Give me an intimidation check. He knows
Oh,
your
no.
reputation.
Okay, one more. Intimidation, you say.
Yeah.
Okay, one skill I am untrained with.
Be fine.
It's an 11. It's
Yeah,
more
he
or less
does-
all I can get out of him.
He doesn't seem to care about that.
Okay. Well, that was my turn. So I'm going to
Alright.
hit.
Ruby, you're up.
Okay.
Oh yeah, and I will reply to everyone. I have Sergeant Jenkins in visual. He is not well. I do not trust him.
Oh. Okay.
You know what to do if he tries to come in.
Already working on it.
So I think Ruby's gonna run. I think she's gonna go a little bit farther. Okay, she's gonna go there, and then she's gonna give. Oh, I just don't know. I can't see anything else then, right? I can't hit anything else.
At this moment, you hear soldiers coming down the hallway, but they're kind of concealed from you. So it'd be you could shoot like normal, but they'll get a flat check to see if it completely misses or not.
Okay, well, I guess I'll... So one of my turns moving. Second, I'm going to give one to Skip. Third, I'm going to just shoot into the darkness back there.
Nice.
Okay.
And see what happens.
At least it's not magic missile.
Alright.
All right, so it would hit. Let's see if it actually does. It misses.
Okay. And then, so then Skip is going to... Can Skip just shoot back there too?
Yes.
Okay. That's what I'm going to do. Okay.
Aw, Skip.
It's okay.
All right.
That's it.
Yeah, they miss. You can move Skip with his mobile ambush.
Oh, okay. I'll move.
Oh, I guess. Wait, give me a stealth check, because technically it could be flat-footed against you, and that could hit.
Oh, a stealth? Okay. Where are you, Skip? Here you are.
Come on, Skippy.
There's your stealth.
I'm so close.
It's a success.
Ooh!
Oh,
So I can hit the
not
damage?
Really great at that. But you have to check.
Oh.
It's a kit.
Nice.
It's
It's a roll for damage.
Okay.
Because you're shooting into the dark.
All right.
Good job, Skip.
Yeah.
And then I'm going
And
to
you
have him
can
come
move him.
next to me.
Okay.
Can I do that? Come in. I can't grab him.
I can move him for
Thank
you if you need to.
That's perfect.
Like right there?
I was
Okay.
thinking to the south of me, but
Oh. Yeah, that's fine. Like there or one to the left?
one to the left.
Got it.
You're awesome. Thank you.
All right. So this one on irons, he's going to try it attacking irons again, which 18 hits. So for 2 points of damage, and he uses a second action to grab irons. So irons is now grabbed.
What?
Is there... would spending a hero point prevent that?
I'll allow it.
Ooh,
Alright.
epic.
All right. We're in an interesting setting, so we can explore it. All right, Jelinar, you're up.
Okay. Do I have a sense of how fast these things have been moving?
Yeah, from what you've been able to gather, they move like, more or less 40 feet in 6 seconds.
Okay. I'm going to call to Irons and say, more coming in from the north. Can you make it back to us?
He doesn't answer that. He just says, orders still stand. Get the girls back to the ATP, to the vehicle, and get out.
Okay. So I would like to move... Tell me if I can do this. I basically want to move backwards. Just maybe like a step or two, but I would like to use an action to move Yunji behind me further along.
Okay, so we could do a grab action, and then you would be under difficult terrain. So then you can move 15 feet with Yunji with 2 actions.
Okay, so I basically want to move Yunji to like here, and then me to like here.
Okay. I'm gonna guess Yunji allows it.
I need to roll for it.
Roll for what?
If she's afraid enough to let him, because she is now really worried about irons, and it's actually
Alright.
going to struggle to leave. Where?
Well, I guess you could give me like a will save or something. That would be good for
Yeah.
fear.
Okay. Sure. You want to? Kristen's faster.
I know. I was like, "What are you doing?"
I was looking for like the percentile dice or something. Okay. Yeah. She allows it.
Okay.
Okay. So there and there.
Yeah.
Still
And
you
then
have
I'll-
one action.
Yeah, so last action.
Unji will say, "We need to help him. We need to help."
He's in charge. We need to follow orders. I'm
Irons is
going
always
to
fine.
Ready and attack.
Sorry, that takes 2 actions.
Oh, okay. Then I'll just raise a shield.
Okay. So here we go. See if Irons gets killed off here.
Yeah.
All right. This one's gonna go for Irons. Misses. And might as well try to attack him again.
Oh.
Oh, hit by 1.
Oh man.
Well, 2, I guess. For 6 points.
Alright.
Alright. To the last soldier. Gonna go for Irons again. Well, gonna go for Irons. He's going to strike. Missing. And
Ooh.
missing.
Old man's just
Got
dodging
those
and
moves,
weaving.
yo.
I think it's kind of interesting if the void that the thing launched at him just kind of sparks off from him, not wanting to take hold, and it's throwing off the attacks that are coming at him.
Very
That would be
nice.
pretty cool. All right, so the coagulation tries to go. It's actually really slow. 1 action, and then oh well, it's these are just expendable guys. It rolls over the soldiers,
Oh
absorbing
gosh.
it into it.
That's
And it's
amazing.
going to.
What's it do? Did they melt? What do they do?
It basically when it touches them, they split apart, like almost atomization.
Oh.
And the coagulation is going to attack.
Ah. Ugh.
Claws.
So for 11 points.
Let me see. Alright, should we had
Irons goes unconscious.
well,
Yeah.
we have 2 hero points, right? When we started, you gave us 1 and we had 1 before.
Yes.
Yes, and you used 1, so you have 1 left.
Right.
Alright,
If
so
he stays up, well, if he stays up, then the girls are going to try and come back and get him.
If he goes
If I
down, the girls
sleep.
are gonna come back and get him.
Not if he does. Not necessarily.
All
If I spend this hero point, could there have been a grenade that was stuck on one of the other one of the soldiers?
Okay, we could do that.
All right. Well, if there was, I would spend a hero point, and Irons would come over the comms and say, "I guess I made it to retirement." And he would turn on his playlist, random shuffle. It would come up to AC/DC's TNT. And when it came to dynamite, he'd activate the grenade.
Right.
Ah.
I think we could. The rest of you hear an explosion down the hallway. A lot of liquids and everything go every which way. As your all communications and all sensors for Irons is now gone.
I think 𝒂𝒐𝒏𝒄𝒂 screams. Because I think she feels him go, too.
Yeah, I was thinking Ruby screams too. She just falls against the wall kind of and just slides down.
Well
All
done,
right.
sir. Well done. Ah.
Okay, Sergeant Jenkins is up. He rushes forward, stopping at the door, giving you the hand sign, Sevens, to keep moving, and he pulls out his flamethrower and points it towards the doorway.
Things are about to get hot.
Yunji, you're up.
Oh my gosh. Can I sense that the coagulation is gone or just hurt? Is there a way?
Give me an occult check.
Okay.
Occult?
Yeah, it's in skills. Skills.
It's a proficiency.
Yeah. Yep.
Nice.
Ooh.
So, with your empathy still open and you hearing some of it, it's almost like it was targeting irons, as if no one escapes the void and it wanted him back. So it's alive, it's hurt, but it's enjoying itself with irons.
Oh man.
Gross.
Okay.
Not the retirement he was looking for, but he made it.
Yeah. I'm worried. I think she's gonna use the rest of her turn. I don't know if she can. Can she cast a spell on it without moving? 'Cause she can't really see it.
You don't even see it.
Yeah. I think she's lost in grief. She's just crying.
All right, well, I guess Uchi gets a hero point.
Yeah.
Sevens, you're up.
First action, move over here. Second action, grab Yunji. Third action, move over behind Sergeant Jenkins. I gotta move this
Okay.
way, then this way, this way, this way.
I was trying to move.
How much movement do I have of another person I'm toting?
You're technically a reduced movement, so that's all you can move.
Okay, that's fine.
All right, Ruby, you're up.
And Sevens is like kind of dragging 𝒂𝒐𝒏𝒄𝒂 because she's just like crying. And
Let me
not-
double check my strength. I'm pretty certain I am dragging you. Oh, I might actually be carrying you.
that's perfect.
Uchi's supposed to be like what, 90 pounds anyway.
Yeah,
so.
she's tiny.
Yeah, I'm carrying you.
Yeah.
All right, Ruby, you're up.
Ruby's gonna try to collect herself, but she has a tear in her eye and she's gonna like aggressively wipe it away. Why do you have to do it? And she's gonna run out too with them and stick close by and bring Skip along too, and I can't bring him, but
Okay, I got him.
and look around and see if there's anything outside.
All right, so give me a perception check.
Is that right? Yeah.
All right. So looking out, even though it's on a darker side, you notice that there's a lot of movement in the sands. You know for certain that the desert snakes are here looking for a feast.
Like, really, really close?
They seem to be getting somewhat close, in and out, kind of like wave type motions. They're gigantic, so it's one of those situations that they, from what you know, they may not even necessarily notice like one or two people. They're usually going after hordes or large creatures.
Oh, okay. So she's gonna say on the comms, desert snakes, go stealthy. And I think that's it.
Okay.
Stealth.
Yeah.
Dolinar?
Gonna move up and in, and if I can, close the door.
No, they have to stay
Oh yeah, they
open.
don't close. Okay.
Can you pull it like the?
Can I try to wrench it closed?
You could give me an athletics check.
Okay.
All right.
Come on, Joel.
So
Beasted it.
you grab it. It's not a very comfortable position, but using enough force and there's nothing enough to resist you, you smash it down to the ground where it closes.
Okay. And then what how far to our vehicle? Can we see it? It's out like this way, right?
Yeah, what do you see?
It's like 130 feet away.
Oof.
Yeah.
Well, at this point, you're all just going to be going towards it, right?
Yeah, I think
Stealthily.
so.
Oh
All
yeah,
right.
UG is no longer concentrating on dancing lights.
All right.
No, yeah,
So
for sure.
at this point, we can end combat because the door is giving plenty of distraction. And you slowly make your way over to the APC.
While doing that, I'm going to be looking over Sergeant Jenkins. You described him as covered in frost.
Right.
Is any of that frost red?
No. It just seems to be like condensation freezing.
So in other words, he like walked into a stupidly cold freezer.
Something like that. But at least from what you could tell, you get a really good feeling that it. Remember how back at base where there's the one communication terminal that was freezing to the touch and electricity sparking from it? You get the same thing from him. He got hit by something.
Or he is something.
All right. So you're at the APC. It's currently still locked.
Yeah, I'm gonna once we're up to it, I'm going to order it unlocked and then
Affirmed.
Ruby, take Junji, gets on board. And then with Sevens, I kind of want to like, with Sevens alongside me, block the door and kind of square up with Jenkins before we're going to let him on.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you do so.
Auto pistol.
Sergeant Jenkins seems a little irritated, but he seems to understand the situation enough. So once you do that, he's just kind of like waiting for him to get on board, just kind of looking at you.
I'm basically going to kind of defer to Sevens if he's going to question him or what his method is.
Helmet off. Saying this openly to the suit speakers.
All right. Doing so, he hits a few buttons, has to manually pry open the helmet, but you see Sergeant Jenkins there. He's definitely older, but he seems to be pretty rough. You could tell he seems completely dehydrated. His action check.
Eye for numbers.
Well, a little bit different, but I'll allow it. So just to go like a quick overview, yeah, he looks to be everything that Sergeant Jenkins is. He's rough for wear. He has a few scrapes and everything like that to him, but otherwise he seems to be him.
I don't trust you, sir. You have nothing that indicated that you were inside the ship besides your vehicle. And yet you're not using your vehicle to leave.
He looks at you. I never leave an Empire soldier. I was at one of the terminals. It exploded while using it. After that, it was gone. I couldn't do anything else.
He was using his own personal speeder, right?
Right.
And that has no communications or anything that we use to determine where the soldier was on the bridge, right?
You used your own.
Right. We used ours, but his thing does not have that.
Yeah, his is completely for speed and transportation to get across to the other bases.
Well, as you know, sevens will be using insight, which is just perception. So you
Okay.
sense emotion.
Give me a go.
Oh, it was
Yeah,
rolling on that 20.
seems to be good to go. You don't tell any sort of deception and whatnot. He just seems to be pretty urgent about wanting to get back on to the APC.
Uji, can you read
Realize
him?
that-
After what happened, I don't trust you. But we all should leave. Keep your flamer off. And your ammunition separate.
He stores it away.
Looks to let's see. 𝒂𝒏𝒄𝒂, you can outpower a robot, right?
I will do what I have to.
Good. Keep an eye on him while I drive.
Ruby's gonna
So-
look at Unji and look at Jenkins and like give the side eye.
Unji's like covering her face and hitting her face the visor of her helmet, and just like, they took him. We felt him in the darkness. It took him. It was seeking him. We felt it. The void never lets you leave. It never lets you leave. It'll always take you back. It wants us back.
It doesn't know
Question
us.
for the DM. Okay, go ahead.
It doesn't know us. We're fine.
It knows. It knows.
Sergeant Jamkin pipes up at this point. Looking at the weather reports, Estate A is completely covered. Estate B didn't seem to be. We need to go to Estate B, check it out.
We could hear his
Do your
scream.
communications reach Estate B at this point?
I would have to end up checking that, but I'm driving.
I can do it. I'll check.
Okay, you do that. Sevens is going to get moving with the vehicle, and if the Commander Irons playlist is still available on the APC, I'd just hit the shuffle button.
Yes. Oh, that's so
Alright.
good.
What comes up?
I
What
don't know
comes
a
up?
lot of ACDC. Adam, what would it pop up for you?
Bad Moon Rising by CCR.
Okay.
All right, so Ruby checking into the communications. Yeah, you're not close enough. You're probably going to have to get over the hemisphere before you get a good communication link.
Oh, we have to get over the hemisphere.
I mean, is that right? The horizon? What's the thing that equator? Thank you.
The equator. Okay.
Okay.
We have to get
this
on
is
the
a
other
small
side.
Planet. Okay.
You could talk.
I'll be
Unji,
driving that way.
Looking into him. She just needs to be calmed down.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Well, 𝒂𝒏𝒄𝒂 might need to calm her down, to be honest.
So sevens. Can you give me a piloting check?
Yeah, what would the roll be for pilot?
Oh, you don't have piloting, so you would do a base dexterity.
Oh, I think I had it, didn't I?
Yeah, you're
How do
pretty
I
good at
roll-
it.
Yeah.
How do I roll that?
You may just have to do the 1d20 plus 4.
I think the last time we had sevens driving because we didn't trust Ruby to drive.
And then I was like, wait, I can drive. What are you talking about?
Okay.
If that's not good enough, I'll spend a hero point.
You may want to.
I can't re-roll it from
Oh,
there, so
Just do another roll then.
yep, I'm doing it. Oh, it was almost a 1.
So you start driving away, and then you feel
Sandworms.
it feels like you go over a hump and realize real quick that you just went over a desert snake, and it starts giving chase.
No.
Oh.
You do quick maneuvering and activate some of the well, I guess at this point Ruby would activate some of the capabilities in the tank. They're kind of equipped to help deal with such a situation. So sending tremors through the ground itself, you start to disorient the snake. But at this point, it's still around. So is there anything anyone's going to do to try to combat such a thing?
I think Unji's gonna try something. She doesn't want to lose anyone else, so she's gonna try to cast command on it and tell it to flee.
All right.
So you do cast.
Yeah, but I just wanted to press
Oh
it
yeah,
so people
it
read
shows it when you hit cast.
Oh, really? So then what do I... It's a DC will. Okay, so got it.
She's gonna like stand up, suddenly get really quiet, stand up holding on to one of the handlebars to stand and look at it.
Alright, well, it fails.
I think okay, I was gonna wait to see. I think she's then gonna speak, and you're gonna hear multiple voices speaking underneath her voice, and she just tells it, run.
At that point, the desert snake seems to take the hint and turns back towards the ship, which is now starting to swarm over with the different mutants coming out of it. And thus the snakes are having a feast day over there, trying to take care of them.
And that's how you get void sand snakes.
Look, it's not your problem. It's for, future Nero problem. That's all.
Yeah.
Legitimately my concern.
Three.
That's
Alright.
awesome.
Alright. So, Sergeant Jenkins looks to Jolinarm. Can I get up?
He'll kind of look at him. He's this whole time behaved like a person, right?
Yeah. He just seems to be very weak.
I'll say yes, but move slowly.
He nods. He moves over to one of the sides of the APC and starts working at it, which you're kind of wondering why. It seems more of a wall. And he opens up a hidden compartment in it and starts taking out a few of the items. He kind of looks at one of them. You realize it's a laser pistol, and he kind of gives them more of a, just takes it anyway. Passes you 2 adrenaline shots, which I will. The thing I made up.
Nice.
So the
Stims.
adrenaline shots, I can't
Yes.
figure out how to do the pop-up thing. But when used, creature gains 5 temporary hit points and can still act while in the dying condition for 1 minute. This does not stop the death saving throws.
Okay. Does the laser pistol look like it's active, or does it look like it's dead?
It looks active.
Okay.
Seems to be like the it wasn't the lightning or whatnot wasn't able to get to it.
Gotcha. Yeah, I will just say, most of those haven't been working.
I know, but I don't have any other things other than the flamethrower on me.
Well, just be aware, it may not continue.
All right. Was there anything else you're gonna do? Otherwise, we'll probably
I
move forward
do-
to Staby.
I do want to briefly interact with Yoonji. So after Jamkins is
He grabs his
kind of-
stuff. He goes back to his seat and basically passes out in a few seconds.
okay. So I will kind of keep an eye on him, but as long as he's doing that, I'm not going to interfere. And then I'm going to go over, is Yoonji sitting or standing or?
Yeah, I think after she did that spell, she collapses kind of against the side of the vehicle.
Okay. So he will go up and he will probably kneel down in front of her seat, facing her. Just kind of with his palms on his knees, and say, "I'm sorry, I failed you."
No, we failed. We could not. We could not stop the void from taking him. It will come for us all.
You still feel it?
It is far away now, but we always feel it.
I will not let it take you.
She kind of sits up and gets closer to his face. And we won't let it take you.
He kind of just like bows his head for a moment when she says that, and then looks back up, and then holds out his hand to her.
She'll cautiously kind of do that same thing, but then actually squeeze his hand a little bit.
So he'll kind of go from holding the palm to like actually like turning it so they're actually like holding each other's hands. And he's thinking of one of the memories that he really likes to go to, particularly for a calming one for her, but also for himself. And it is a red sun setting down a canyon, just like a very full red circle, but you only see part of it as it sets down the center of a canyon in the evening.
Unji's gonna just close her eyes and kind of smile a little.
And he'll just stay there until something else needs him.
You know, it didn't actually get brought up, but just in case, if there's any questions, Paula considers Jolinar to be in charge and will actually not give command to Sergeant Jamkins because none of his identification is working.
Okay. After a bit here, can I designate Sevens to have authority? Like, in addition?
She can only give authority. There's only one authority because it's a small squad, but you can't designate an heir if you die.
Irons had one though, and we no longer have him.
He gave it to you.
Basically, Sergeant Jamkins put him unofficially in charge, but had to put Jolinar officially in charge.
Oh, okay.
Because he trusted Irons.
Understood. I would say Sevens is designated as second then, in succession.
Affirmative.
Sevens is driving, muttering to himself. We're talking about failure, but he actually did a very good job. That's what Sevens mutters.
Jolinar will say, "It is still loss, and we are few."
At least his skin was not taken.
Yeah.
I look to the drone as it like comes up to the cockpit. Eyes it.
Skip. Buzzing a little bit around you.
Push the thing away.
Fine. He likes you.
We are not friends.
He still
You
likes
and
you.
I are the last ones at the end of this mission. One of us is dead.
I'll take you on that.
I'm talking to the drone, not you.
Oh. She speaks out of the drone like in a computer voice, so it sounds like he's talking.
We will have a confrontation. I know this. When
Bring
you
it
show
on.
your true colors,
Yeah.
I will be the one that ends you.
Bring it on.
Goes back to driving. with both eyes on the road instead of just one.
Do you want me to check his badges and see if he's legit? Still good?
You talking about the sergeant?
Yeah.
All his are broken.
Is there
So
any
you'd have
way?
to fix them.
Can I fix it to make
You
sure?
can look into it. So you could give me an engineering check to see about fixing anything on him.
Okay. Engineering. There it is. I found it. Okay.
Oh.
Woo!
Wow. Okay. So you start getting a lot of his operations back online. I mean, he's asleep, so he can't really thank you. But you got your short-term, the short-range communications up and running. All the systems basically back to functional, where he can have an identity. However, it seems like the identity was completely scrubbed. Like there's no memory, information, anything that's being held in the in his suit anymore.
Okay, would she know if that had something to do with the void? Like, can it suck out information or something? I don't know.
You
Like,
don't really know much about the
yeah,
void. You've
no.
heard of it doing a lot of weird things with technology.
okay. So, but like, so this, he has to be legit if this is working
Well, that's the
again.
thing. is
He
that you
has the
don't have-
uniform. He has the uniform. He looks like himself.
Okay.
I mean, everything seems legit. It's just there's no confirmation of his suit.
Okay. Well, hopefully that was helpful. It's working. Still have no.
It's just good that Irons isn't alive right now.
What would Irons do? WWID.
Yeah. Guess we'll have to wait till the end to find out.
Ah. I feel
Alright,
like
so I guess
Ruby
we
would
can
have to
continue on.
listen.
Does Ruby actually say this over comms about all his stuff is scrubbed?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Sevens had asked, can you look up any information in the suit itself to say if it was, like, if a hacker took the information, or it was set to factory default, or if there was damage to it to signify that it did this.
Mm-hmm.
So from what you could tell, it wasn't completely destroyed. So it's not like you're making something new. It is not factory default, because a factory default would have set back to at least a soldier of the Empire. You're getting nothing. Whatever caused this, from what you would guess, I mean, from your mundane experience, would be, you know, someone hacked into it and completely scrubbed all information regarding anything, and even the operating system to everything on it. So it could take it, but there's nothing. It's like there's nothing that's able to accept.
I relay that.
Okay.
Well, currently the robot might be fighting with us, but I'd keep an eye on that robot. And Sevens is referring to the sergeant.
Okay. I was confused just for a second. I was like, wait, are you talking about
Yeah, that's
Skip?
why I clarified it.
Got it.
And Sevens will refer to Skip as the drone from now on.
Okay,
so there's
okay.
no more confusion.
The drone, the robot.
So let's get things moving. So after crossing over the equator, you get more information regarding Estate B. Weather reports show that there are no clouds or any storms over Estate B. Estate B is refusing all communications. They're
Refusing?
yes, you try reaching out and you're getting a refusal. You're not actually getting a signal blocked or anything like that. It's as if it's the mundane just refuse to connect. Beyond that, it seems to be that Estate B has lost all communications with Estate A, so it is now in the emergency protocol of always relaying information instead of having the 12-hour shifts.
It's acting as if it's the only station on the planet.
Yes.
Could Ruby use a bypass on it?
You could give me a computer's skill.
Computers. Okay. I'll throw the bypass in there. Does that help me? Yeah, you gain a +1 bonus to computers and crafting. Okay. Where's your computers, girl?
Skills.
I found it. Hold on. No, I didn't. Where's the skills?
Your hand.
The hand. Okay. Here it is. Ah! +1.
Even the basic firewalls on the communication system seem to be functioning pretty well and just refusing.
Okay.
But you are
can't get in.
realizing it is automatic refusal. It's not like it's a manual refusal.
Okay. Well, I can't get in, guys, so.
And then Sergeant Jamkins is awake by this point. He's like, then we're gonna have to go inside. Oh, one thing I forgot to mention: the signal that the signal that is being broadcast from Estate B is the all clear. No problems.
Oh.
Well, that's a lie. Can we scan Estate B with the equipment we have?
It's not really meant for scanning. It's more for communications. I mean, if you want to try scanning communication stuff, yes, but I don't know what you're trying to look for.
Right. Let's see.
Can we ask Paula if there's like a life signs count in Estate B?
You're not close enough, anywhere close.
Okay.
I mean, at this point, UG can't really even detect any people. You just crested over the equator.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, if we take a moment and stop to try to do a rigged up scan to scan through communications, Sevens could aid Ruby. Wait, no, I had to make a roll for that, wouldn't I?
Honestly, you probably just want to get a lot closer before even trying such a thing. The farther you are, the more there is interference and other things like that.
Okay, so I'll keep moving the vehicle forward and let Ruby do the tinkering.
All right. So Ruby, give me a engineering check to see if you can modify a lot of the hardware in order to start doing things that's not supposed to. You're not having much luck in that regard. Right now, it's still set to you have it all jury rigged to be able to do the whole life scanning, but right now it's a little bit difficult with the communications.
Okay. I forgot I had assurance with computers. Okay.
Well, all right. So, getting closer to Estate B, it becomes very evident that you're getting two communication lines. One is, of course, Estate B itself. The second one is not registering any identification, but from how it is acting, it sounds like a ship.
A ship?
Yes. Like a spaceship. It seems to be a similar class to the one that went down.
Oh.
And did we...
Can we listen in?
You turn it in. It doesn't seem to be encrypted by what you could tell, but the noises it's making completely alien to you, quite literally.
These are not the voices of them, are they?
No, from what you could tell, it's not Voidborn or Void at all. It seems to be actual aliens.
Oh, good. Actual aliens. Those are easier to understand.
Would this be the
just
Illithids?
Well, Illithid, but at least where you could tell, there's no visual signs, but you're picking it up from a rock cluster. At least what it looks like on the map. So it looks like it's in the rock cluster or something of that nature.
Okay.
perhaps like a waypoint we could go to in our vehicle?
You could.
Could I potentially be able to get a vibe on what they're not what they're talking about, but the emotions they're having?
All right, give me your spell attack.
Okay.
And see what goes from there.
I want to know if they're sounding aggressive or confused or...
All right. So you get a very, very similar feeling to the ones that attack the ship. You get a general hate and malice, but it seems to be a lot more calm now. It seems to be now they're, instead of like in some sort of blind rage and I guess a mission-oriented mindset, they're focusing on something. And from what you could tell, they're focusing on, you can't get exacts, but the communication estate is very important to them.
We feel they have a desire for the communication estate. They are not friendly, but they are focused.
Blow it up.
Of Estate B?
Yes.
Yes.
Jenkins, what are you guys doing over there?
Sorry, what?
I'm asking Jenkins what they've been doing over there, because hasn't he been at Estate B?
He looks at you, same thing as you do, no difference.
And all we do is just relay communications, right?
Yes.
What could they possibly want there?
We got to take them as a hostile force. They're attacking. They're sending an all clear signal. But the only thing that makes sense is that they're wanting this to be a surprise ambush to get closer and attack the Empire from within before they could get any signal of warning.
What do you suggest we do?
What is our
We
duty?
get in Estate B, we send a warning.
I hate to agree with the robot, but he is right. We need to send a warning.
Yes. There is much
Understood.
to warn of.
And then what do we do? Do we... Sevens. Is any of this familiar to you?
Say that one more time. I didn't hear
Is
it.
any of this familiar to you?
Breaking off communications with everyone else, trying to attack. Well, this is robots, but really I've seen otherwise that this might be the work of the others. But the others have different means. So the biggest thing is to send out a signal that there is something completely wrong here. But the weather after such a ship going down would scramble so much. But it is necessary for us to be sending a distress and a message. So technically the robot is right. But that might also be what they want us to do. But if we're going to get any help, we also need the distress signal. After saying the robot so many times, has Jenkins finally caught on that I'm calling him a robot?
He caught on by like the first or second time. He just knows your paranoid nature.
Mm.
He just knows how to not react to it.
We must warn everyone. We must do what Irons did. We must warn everyone and then destroy it if we cannot stop them.
Grenades.
Yeah,
If
can
we
I make
stick
some?
together? If we stick together, we should be able to get out of this. Send a warning, get an SOS.
Can you finally take off that stupid skin?
What are you talking about, Sevens?
Robots wear the skin of the humans they kill.
Sevens, I'm flesh and blood. I'm certain that... Then at that point he looks towards Unji. You can read me. A robot you wouldn't be able to.
We can confirm if you will allow us.
Very well.
She's gonna take her glove off and reach out to touch the sergeant.
What are you doing?
All right. Is there anything in particular you're doing?
Yeah.
I mean, what effect?
No, I'm actually out of spell slots. So,
well, you could do empathy as many times as you want.
Yeah, it's probably empathy, I guess.
Okay.
It's more like opening her mind up to his.
All right. So give me a spell attack.
Thanks for pushing buttons. Oh.
All right. So you reach out. He's letting his mind down. As you start delving into him, you get the complete attitude that he wants you all to get out of here safe. He's gonna do everything he can to save you. He does have a general sense of fear, and you could definitely tell it's kind of overwhelming about the fear of being left behind.
He is flesh and blood.
He's one of the new models.
Yeah, I heard they're real good. Sneaky.
Unji will look at Jamkins and just say, "We are also afraid. We must stick together."
You were correct. Let's get into State B. Let's get this over with quickly. We don't know how they're going to react. And as far as I can tell, they just want us dead. There's no holding back at this point. Push forward. No mercy. Get to the console. Send the warning.
Yes, we have felt their desire for blood. They won't hold back on us.
We need to fry the controls or something to stop them from overtaking our commands after we've implemented them.
I have a few commands where I can close off the terminal aspect. It's an isolated system, so at least we can give ourselves, depending on how they could get through, minutes to hours of being completely alone with the communication device. At that point, it may be mute.
Okay. And
So
after we've sent
sneaking
this
in?
message out, well, that would be the preferred method.
Be best to sneak in, fire blazing. They may get on us quickly. And Ruby? Bring that soldier with you. We're leaving no one behind.
Yeah. Got him. His name's Charles, I guess.
He nods. Alright. Was there anything else you were going to do before we go into the estate?
Do I have time to make any more frags, or can I?
You just don't have the materials with you.
Nah. Nothing I can break apart.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't think I have anything else.
Good.
Do we have one grenade or no grenades?
One grenade on Jolinar.
Mhm.
Okay.
I will also pass Sevens one of the stims.
Alright. The adrenaline shot, I'll put it on
Yeah.
his character sheet.
Oh, I haven't used one of these for a while. You know these are addictive, right?
I don't think that's what we need to worry about right now.
Well, no, I used to be addicted to these.
Maybe you shouldn't give him.
I used like 7 of these on my last mission.
And you lived.
Yeah, I lived. A lot of people didn't. But I did live.
Well, let us pray that continues.
Well, yeah, that would be nice. But everyone's gonna think I'm even more crazy after this.
We
it
know
possible?
how
You will
that
have to make your
feels.
peace with that.
How am I gonna ride up irons? He's like it's like a 3-page report on just what I think about the guy. It took me days to write the reports on my last crew. This is gonna be a pain in the butt. No one else is allowed to die.
Try not to.
Agreed.
For 1/7s, I agree with you.
The robot agrees. Maybe I've done something wrong. Let's get going.
Agreed.
All right. So you make sure to pull up to the state and at least the most concealed spot you can, and you're going to be sneaking on in. So it's going to be a few different skill challenges. You stealthily get up to the door. Doesn't seem to be much of an issue. The doors are set in a lock state. They're going to have to be hacked through or burst through.
I can try
you have a
hacking
hacker.
at least first.
Can I assist? I'd have to make the roll as well, right?
Yeah. I mean, you could. This is the part where I get a say of, you do have assurance with computers.
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Thank
So-
you.
So you go over to the computer, and you, with your skill, you know how to push through. You give yourself just enough power to get permission to open the door. As far as you know, there's been no alert. Seems clear. And at least looking at the camera on the other side of the door, there's no one there.
Okay. How about I send in Skip first?
So you open the door, and you send Skip in to start scouting around the area. Give me, let's see. Yeah, I guess Ruby, give me a perception check.
Okay, I do. Okay.
Yeah.
The dice.
Where is it?
You click the dice.
Oh, that's why.
Because at the moment you are going into, what's it called?
Ugh.
We're really so bad right now. For both of us.
Yeah,
I
you're
know.
you're doing master control, where you're having direct control over it, and you use your proficiency in place of its own.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So doing a quick look around, you don't see anything. It's actually kind of strange. There's no signs of life. No indication of the other of Estate B crew. How far are you going into the estate?
I guess, like,
With Skip, anyway.
how far is it to where we need to get to the command room? So I guess it would be just that path.
Okay. You would be able to control him the entire way. It'd be about 2 minutes walking distance.
Quick question. Would we know if Estate B is a carbon copy of Estate A?
Oh yeah. That would be too expensive to change up models.
Gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
You're giving standard issue everything.
Yes, I'm just sending Skip on the pathway to the room and back.
All right. So when you get close to the communications room, all of a sudden you start getting static for Skip. And at that point, you'll probably freak out a little bit and just pull him back, and the static disappears. It's like once you get to a certain point, static starts happening, and it gets really bad really quickly.
Okay. So then
Seems to be someone has some sort of jammers or whatnot set up.
Okay. So then I'd pull him back, let everybody know that I didn't see anything.
True.
And that there was the static and something happening from the room itself.
Okay. Well, I'll be a forward scout, because I believe I am probably the only one that is trained for covert ops.
Yeah. I'll follow right behind Sevens to be able to help with doors or anything.
I mean, if you want, Sergeant Jamkins could go with you, Sevens.
No. That flamethrower is best suited to defend the group.
Okay. Be that way.
Also, the group can jump him if need be. Okay, so I will go as forward scout, so I need to roll stealth.
Yeah.
Okay.
Shoo!
Alright.
I go
Alright.
to the building.
Invisible.
You start going through the building, doing your whole solid snake maneuvers and everything like that. You've been training your life for this. You're keeping where everyone called it paranoia. This was planned operations, and you start going through the rooms one by one really quickly, leaving no stone unturned. And similar to what Ruby said, there's no sign of activity. None. Not a single person. When you get close to the command center, the communications center, that's when you're starting to get a little bit of static in your HUD, but it's not too bad. It just seems to be more of a communications cutoff where your short range doesn't really go through some sort of barrier.
Gotcha.
Going forward, you are seeing a lot, like in the communications room, a lot of lights, and of course the purple light.
Okay. Well, these are rock creatures. If I saw any crystals, it actually might be them, or it might be just crystals.
You didn't see any.
Right. That's the problem. Okay. I'll go back enough where I'm out of the range of the jamming, and I'll tell my people what I saw, and for them to move up, because as soon as I pass the threshold, I can't contact them.
Okay, acknowledged.
And I also tell them what I saw, like the purple light.
Alright, so I will lead the others to move up as quietly as we can. Clearly not as solid snake as Sevens, but and I will be like the forward guard for that moving up.
Alright. So, just because, Jolinar, give me a stealth check.
Don't worry, you're so stealthy.
Really not.
You got this.
Stop
it.
Oh, Nick, brother.
What's going on here? Processing. Alright, so...
Jolinar,
you probably saw enough
counterclockwise my performance.
Jolinar, you probably saw enough of Seven's training videos he seems to put himself through, and training simulations and stuff like that, to start following his movements and start going through the area pretty well. You get past the barrier, and of course, just like Seven said, there's no communication inside to outside or outside to inside. But as soon as you all get inside, you're fine. You can talk to each other. There is a little bit of a static there, but it's clear enough signal where you can understand each other.
So it's more like a bubble of your inside
right.
or your outside. Okay.
Yeah, exactly. As you get close to the communications room, you see the purple light going through. For the communications room, the first room that's there is actually the place where Sergeant Jamkins usually is if he's monitoring the situation. It's kind of like a control room, and it really is, but only those of the proper privilege are able to use it. That's where you can start locking down doors or others controlling other systems remotely. And but beyond that are like two doors, one to each side of the major control panel, which leads into the communications room. Right now, weirdly enough, the blast doors are not closed like they normally are when doing communications. And that's where Sevens was seeing the light from, and thus you as well. As far as you could tell, there's power to the entire facility. Which makes sense.
Is the light doing the same thing it was doing in our communications console? Just the power's on here as well?
Yes. Are you gonna get up and start looking inside the communications room?
If it seems safe to enter, I think, yeah, cautiously go inside, because that's where our objective is.
Okay.
But at that point, gonna have to be Ruby who does anything.
So
I need to get there
let's see.
first.
I'm just going in to like test the waters.
I'll
Okay.
wait until you say it's clear.
Cool.
Moonji's actually going to be right. Unless Jolinar pushes her away, she's going to be staying right near him the whole time.
As long as she's behind him, he'll allow it.
Here we go. Sorry, just getting my battle map ready.
Oh,
Oh, there's
Ooh.
no secret on that. There's no fighting here.
Yeah, don't be silly.
Right. Almost
About to
forgot.
turn in the quest and it's all good.
All right.
So are we
Hey,
in the
where's
command room?
Jenkins?
Yes, you're currently in the command room.
Hmm.
Okay,
Yeah,
where
where's
Jenkins
Jenkins?
would be.
Yeah. Okay.
There he is. Okay.
Exactly. All right. So, looking in Jolinar. Okay, there we go. So the area is coated in the purple light, and you see two of the stone creatures working away. They do not seem to have noticed you yet. They're working at the terminals, where their hands look like they're giant clubs, but almost looks like fingers are just protruding from them and just working on the terminals.
Okay, I'm going to like signal sevens in a like, you know, quiet, but like have him come up and kind of like point out the two that I can see.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I just kind of dance between here and here because I can't just get between the two squares. If I can see both of them. Okay. Then move back over here. So
When you
Now
got
if-
close to Jolinar, so I'm just gonna bring it back over here. One of the Ilfid looks up to Jolinar, and then goes right back to his terminal. It made eye contact and just went right back to it.
Yeah, I don't like that. What is Seven signaling any like maneuver that he's suggesting?
the maneuver would be Jolinar, Jenkins, followed by one of the two women. He says one of the two women with hand signs, and him in the back with rifle covering fire.
Okay, so he's basically signaling a form up and assault.
Form up and move in.
Okay.
Because I don't know if I actually saw what just happened. That'd be a DM call.
Okay. Well, I mean, if I could, I would signal like.
If you're looking into the room, you saw it.
Okay. Well, I still need Jolinar in the front because I need you away from me so I can shoot you.
To be fair, Jolinar is pretty good about getting out of the way.
Yeah, so am I.
All right. So, is Ruby paying attention to the furious hand signals that are happening?
I think so.
Does she understand them?
She understands that you said something saw you and that we're going in.
Yes, but going in. We are going in.
So your question is if we're going in loud or are we going in like we're trying to do a hold up?
What? Does Seven seem to have a vibe on that? We could do a breach and clear, or we could do
We
a
need the
test.
equipment. We can't use your grenade.
Right.
So it would have to be an advancement into the room, and we can test a hostility there, and we know, period, even if all that went according to plan and they don't attack us, when Jenkins begins doing his thing, they're going to attack. That's what sevens more or less indicates.
Yeah, so I think we'll move into the room, and as soon as we'll move in the room and just prepare to attack as soon as status quo changes.
I was wondering,
or just go for it.
Does Ruby know if that control panel in here has any access to what they're doing in
theory? Yes. You know that Jenkins has the permissions to be able to cut off the isolation room, such as he could stop power going through it, but only to a limited degree, because it is isolated. It basically just puts it on a battery rather than getting from the generator itself.
So it just shut off the communications room?
Yes, he could.
I think she's gonna do that, because then whatever they're doing, they can't do. Right?
Sounds right.
She's making the motion to the computer.
So she wants us to hold?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think so. So she's gonna try to shut down the power to just that room so that they can't do whatever they want to do.
We could also cause a distraction if they attempt to investigate.
What kind of distraction? Because the only thing we're good at is shooting things dead.
We could cause them to think there is a commotion on the other side of the room, so that they are not looking when you shoot.
We should probably keep the plan simple because we are dealing with an unknown enemy type.
Very well.
We need access to those terminals.
Okay. Can I shut off the power at least for now?
Alright, so you go over. Using your assurance, you're not good enough to get into the terminal, so you're going to have to roll. Of course, if you do bad enough, it could start setting off some alarms.
Okay.
Does any of this help you?
Can I use my bypass then to help me?
Yeah, it gives you like a +1, right?
Yeah, it does. So I'll do that.
Okay. I'll just signal to sevens. Basically, you cover me, and then I'm gonna go as soon as anything happens.
So it's gonna be computers, right?
No.
Yep.
Okay. Cross your fingers. Whew.
Ooh.
23.
All right. Ruby, after a little bit, you hack into the system. It identifies you as Sergeant Jenkins. And you're able to set off a lot of the stuff in the base. And of course, the one thing you're looking for, of course, is the shutting off the power to the communications room and putting it on battery. That's what you're doing?
Yeah. Yep.
All right. So you do that. At this point, everyone who's looking into the room, the Ilfids, look up, realizing that they're on power. And they look towards the doorway, you're there, but they just slowly walk up towards it. And even acknowledging Jolinar and just motioning him to move aside.
It's super confused. Does sevens seem to be like stepping aside?
They don't need me to step aside. They can just go around me at this point. I would like to insight them.
You could give me a perception check.
Because they might be deceiving us just to get an advantage in where they want to be.
Yeah, I'm holding my ground unless given other instructions.
Sevens, it seems strange, but they're treating you as friendly.
They're treating us as friendlies.
And I'll just kind of like be standing there with my shield still blocking the doorway.
He seems to be very confused about you not moving.
Same.
Just motions again for you to move aside.
Let them pass. Let's enter the room and close the door behind us. and them.
Okay. I will then step to the side.
Right. So they start moving into the room. They
And
go over
we're
to
gonna
the
switch.
to the command center.
They're probably just gonna turn it back on.
Right, but then we're gonna be in the room, and then we can shut the door.
All right, so you're all just rushing into the room.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Get away from these things.
The Sevens immediately tries to find cover.
All right. At
Can
this
I
point,
close the
Sergeant
door?
Jamkins runs over to the auxiliary,
Yes.
auxiliary command station, and the blast door locks, closing.
Good job, robot.
We do not
All right.
understand.
At this point, you start hearing loud knocking from the other side of the blast door.
Knocking or beating?
It seems to be knocking, and then it's starting to get louder. Sergeant Jenkins just brings up, send the SOS.
Can you talk to these things?
I'm not going to waste
Doesn't
my time
matter,
doing
send
this.
the SOS.
Gonna
We
stay
can
at this
try.
door.
So, everyone, just because, I want you to either roll like a warfare or a society check.
Warfare or society? Okay.
Is it relating to numbers?
No.
Okay.
Where's...
Warfare would be a lore, so I don't think you have it.
Oh, okay. This is you.
Oh, yeah.
You want society?
Yeah.
Okay.
Ah,
Okay.
And
that's hilarious. Oh,
Wow.
Wow. Oh my god.
Wow.
the girls know.
Where are you people from that you know what this means?
Actually,
I'm
it
from-
kind of makes sense for Ruby.
yeah.
So Ruby and Yunji, you both know there's many different levels of, well, actually, I guess sevens as well. You know there's many different levels to SOS, warning, so on and so forth. You know that what you've been talking about is sending an SOS, which would be saying that there's enemies and that you're requesting evacuation. That's fine, but Yunji and Ruby know that there's much higher ones, basically just saying, death be here and other things like that, which usually gets a lot more of a response from the Empire. But Ruby and Yunji both know that once you send that, you're basically considered dead. So that's why you think that the sergeant keeps talking about sending an SOS rather than even escalating it higher.
You
Man.
want more of a response? Well,
Ruby
this is up
would
to
look
you
at
guys.
Unchi at least.
We don't even know this at this point, Sevens. I'm just probably gonna tell you to go check the other doors.
The
you
only
talking
other
to
doors
Sevens?
that's here is to the restroom.
Okay.
I
I
gotta
checked
get
the
back.
restroom. Sevens would
Unchi-
check the restroom.
Unchi's gonna.
And then proceeds to kick in all the stalls.
I would hope someone was checking the restroom.
There it is.
There's nothing in there.
Okay. I then proceed to close the door and lock it if I can.
Okay.
Unchi's
It
gonna.
locks.
Unchi's gonna use message to telepathically relay the information to Jolinar.
When you do that, he's just gonna look up at you and make eye contact with you, like the expression on his face is but then that's it. Like he's definitely interpreting that as then we're dead.
Ruby's, I gotta get home.
But then he kind of backs off from that expression a little bit to but I trust you, like he's gonna leave this up to you.
Are you saying that all the sevens?
No, this is just in meaningful eye contact.
It's the message with Yunji and Jolinar.
Okay. I hope they're not talking to Sevens about this.
Sergeant Jenkins just pipes at this point. How's it going? You're able to send the signal yet? I don't know how long that blast door is going to hold.
I'm working on it.
We do not know what to do.
So
Gets
there's
up in
just...
the back of the room, sets up rifle, takes aim action.
So this pretty much means they're gonna, like, blow up the planet?
I'm sorry,
just
what?
leave us here to die, like lockdown.
Oh, so they're just not gonna come for us if...
Yeah.
Or will
Yeah,
they
like,
blow up the
nobody would-
At
planet?
that point, they'd expect you already be dead. You're sitting it as like a last ditch effort to just warn people.
Do we... Are there any ships on this planet?
There is a ship. We know where the ship is.
It's down, though.
So, as far as you know, no. If you're talking about like Empire-based ships for certainty, no. They come by in like supply ships and other things like that to, give out supplies, take troops, leave troops, so on and so forth. There's the communications station that is orbiting in the system. That's what you normally communicate with. There's crew on board there, but and minimal military, but not much.
We must do our duty. And once we have, we'll be free. We'd be dead.
Yeah, that's the problem.
What would Irons want us to do? We have a
At this
duty
point,
to the Empire.
Jenkins just speaks up. What are you waiting for? Send the SOS.
Jolinar would say, "The orders stand."
Somebody's got to convince Ruby or she's not doing it.
Sevens is going to have a conversation, so Sevens cannot participate. Because Sevens is proceeding to, take everything he can to fortify his position. If I need to make a crafting check, I will make a crafting check. So I will
We'll worry about it if it gets to that point.
Understandable.
We are only a small part of a larger world. We must do what is best for everyone else.
Nobody's ever done that for me. And I got people in my world that need me.
Even if it's never been done for you, does that make it wrong? Or is it still right, even so? And we can still try to leave. We cannot let this escape. They must know.
How close is this planet to where Ruby's from?
So this would be on the outskirts, similar to what Ruby would be. Although Ruby could be more from lacking of a better term, kind of like from the east side of the galaxy, while this is more like in the north.
Okay. So it's reachable.
In theory, yeah.
Okay. Okay. You get me out of here. She looks at Joel and R2. Fine, I'll do it.
We will try.
Okay, she's gonna put in not the SOS, but the dead.
per grade.
Yeah.
So at this point, as you're reaching to go do that, Sergeant Jamkins pulls out his laser pistol and points it towards your head. 𝒂𝒂𝒔𝒕𝒆𝒄𝒂. And you get a feeling he's actually been overhearing all of your conversation. I was trying to be nice. Send it.
That's me.
Can I snipe the pistol with trick attack?
You could try, but that would be first in initiative.
Right, but I would be using a stealth score to try to get him flat-footed.
Yeah, that would be fine, but...
So, can I roll a stealth?
But he's been
for
paying
initiative
attention
and
to everyone. You could give me a blind stealth check.
Okay. Blind GM roll stealth check.
Yeah.
And go.
Okay.
So stressful.
Just out of curiosity, are you planning on taking a shot now or waiting?
I am going to wait to see if everyone is on board with it, because if he shoots, he is the one starting this engagement. And if
Okay.
everyone's not on the same page, it's gonna just waste everyone's time.
We are sending it. Ruby is sending it.
Listen to yourself. Ruby, you have a family to get to. Jolinar, you still have your tribe. They're out there. But after this, you know that you'll be able to get there. Your promotion, especially about being able to live through this and be able to warn the Empire, you will get back to your family. Then he looks to you, to Sevens first, and say, Sevens, you're strange, but you want to get out of this. Then Yuji, he looks to you, and just remember, just because you want to help people doesn't mean that you would have to sacrifice yourself at every point of the way. You can't help anyone if you're dead.
Joel and I would just say, like, just completely, like, flat affect, like, I followed her sight.
And let me just confirm, OOC, that if we didn't do the higher level one,
People might come rescue us.
and that's
Like,
the worry.
SOS draws attention warning, the other one is stay
is
away
stay
warning.
away warning. Yeah, okay. We are afraid, but we have a duty that we must fulfill.
Can Skip come behind him?
At this point, before that happens, I would like either Ruby or Yunji to give me some sort of diplomacy check.
Diplomacy? Okay.
Oh, what must I say?
Yunji's gonna do that.
I mean, Yunji is the one talking to him. I think Ruby is.
Does Yuji have a
The battle
point?
begin.
Dude, you're a hero point.
I know. I'm just wondering if it's the right moment to use it, or is you just let it
this
stand.
decides if there's combat or not, probably.
Right. No, I don't feel like I'm supposed to. I think the one stands. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
It's gonna be interesting.
So, we're gonna have initiative.
Nah.
I like it. I like
Wow.
I think he's rolling for
everyone goes before
Oh,
Sergeant
you already
Jenkins.
got it. Oops.
Yeah.
it. That's awesome. Though.
Surprisingly, Sevens is also first.
All right, well, Sevens,
Hey.
He goes for the charging and blasting Ruby. So,
shooting the gun out of his hand.
all right, you can give me your trick shot.
Okay, so I will be
fun.
activating trick shot, which requires me to make a stealth score. Oh, no. Okay, it is still up.
Well,
So I
actually,
need
you
to
already
make a
rolled me your stealth score.
Okay. So is he flat-footed or not?
Oh yeah, you got a 24. You're good.
Okay. Target. Okay. So there, and go.
15 misses.
No, you don't have him as flat-footed. That is a 17.
It would still miss.
What?
Okay. I think I would like to spend my hero point here.
All
Okay.
right.
So re-roll using a hero point.
There we go.
All right, it hits.
Yes.
Woo.
Okay. So this is going to his pistol, which is probably might explode in his hand.
All right. So you shoot the pistol. It's not meant to withstand much damage. It flings out of his hand, and you can see some sparks coming from it.
Second shot into the center of torso. I can't use trick shot again, so I don't know if trick shot stays up the entire time. Oh no, it only makes a single attack. Looks like.
All right.
So I will hit my end turn button. There
Okay, so at this point, Jenkins just puts up his arms.
Jolinar, grab him.
Yeah, I will.
There's the robots.
All right.
They have hidden weapons in their arms.
So Jolinar, you go over there and grab Sergeant Jamkins. He doesn't resist.
Yeah, I'll just like grab him, kind of like twist his arm behind his back, push him backwards a step over towards the like that way. Yeah, perfect. And then just hold him and nod towards Yunji and Ruby to go ahead.
Okay. I don't know where I am. Where am I? I'm not on the
You
map.
are right here.
I am? Oh, okay, mechanic. I found me.
Oh, sorry, I must have not changed the tokens for this map.
It's fine. Ruby's gonna go up and put in the do not come signal.
All right. You give the full warning. You give all the information that you have on that, what's going on, and you send it. When you try doing so, you start noticing that the weather patterns start changing and try to interfere, but it's too late. The signal goes through. You get silence, but then an acknowledgement from the station as it's starting to send out the message.
And once it does that, I'll release Jamkins because there's no point anymore.
Yeah. You release Jamkins. He's not emoting anything. He seems to be just contemplating. The banging on the door stops, and you hear a large footsteps starting to move about. Not leaving, but moving about. And you hear more, and more, and more. Then that's when blast doors open. And when that happens, you see in a very strange pattern the rock creatures in some sort of processional type line. As a figure starts marching towards between them, coming to your location. And probably to your dismay, shock, and horror, you see Irons there as he walks into the room. And in a voice that's not his own, he says, "Welcome to the crew." And that is where we'll be ending it.
Ah.
Robots wearing people's skin.
Oh, man. I think we did good, though. We did good.
You did the morally good thing.
So basically, at that point, is it like it's like guaranteed that we're gonna die?
Well, actually, I mean, if you've
Part of
said
the
that
ship, part of the crew, part of the ship, part of the
a
crew.
little bit, but there's a bit more to it because there's
Okay.
technically a sequel to the Colonial Marines, which but you know that's a different story for another day.
Oh.
But regardless, yeah, there's a few different endings that can happen. If you send the SOS, a different ending. I guess I could talk about it here, but if you send the SOS, that's when the creatures will actually leave, and they'll let you be, but there's no guarantee that they're ever being found. Here, they know that they're going to be spotted, and they're going to take you with them.
I love that. There's a behind all the players shot, and Unji just takes Jolinar's hand and holds it.
Good compass. Am I allowed to talk about the path that I ended up getting with the others?
Are we?
Or should
I mean,
hold
we're still on the
forward?
stream, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Do we want to finish up from here and go from? Because I mean, it's already getting pretty late. So
Yeah.
Sure, yeah. Yeah, we can talk off.
Absolutely. Because also, I forgot at the beginning, so I apologize, but shout out to the Starfinder 2E Discord. All the developers there and all the playtesters, they've been letting us use this. I wanted to shout them out, especially Mart, we've been talking with. Thank you so much. We are planning to do some more in this rule set that they've been developing for a while in the coming year. So stay tuned for that. Maybe we'll come back to this. Who knows? We'll see. But there'll be a lot more on that. But there is a link to in the description to the Discord. So anyone who wants to check that out, see what they're doing, and become a part of that community, link in the description. Let's see. Thank you, Irons, for hanging out as he gets the glorious death. Adam, where can people find and support you?
Well, I believe they can find and support us both on Patreons or locals. So there you go.
Awesome.
I also had something, if you guys made it off planet, or maybe it actually is kind of poignant here as the credits would play.
Sure, yeah.
So somewhere off in some bureaucratic portion of the galaxy, there's these insurance agents and retiree agents, you know, making sure all the stuff goes where it's supposed to. Strange that that he would assign his crew as his beneficiaries. I guess he's got nobody left. Yeah, you're probably right. That's probably why he did it. All he left was a sentence or two for each of them. On Ruby's, he had made all of them his beneficiaries of his retirement should something happen to him. Ruby's thing that he said along with it was, help your sister and pick up your junk. For Sevens, it was, you're not crazy, Claire. For Jolinar, it was take it, go home, be happy. And for Unji, you're a good girl, go with Jolinar, he'll take care of you.
All right.
That's awesome.
If we're doing like mid-credit scenes and just throwing them out here now, I think as this is happening and he's just walking in, after Yunji takes Jolinar's hand, he's gonna turn around to face her. He's gonna take put both of his hands on her face and just say, Kirenes. And she's gonna know that's his real name.
That's awesome. Man, I think we have to come back to these characters at some point. Sorry, Ruby.
Part of the ship, part of the crew.
Part of the ship.
But her family got money.
Sure, yeah. I guess
Irons
so.
is rich.
Well, he had an officer's retirement coming to him. It wouldn't have been much, but
it would have been
something.
helpful for where they are.
That's awesome. Oh my gosh. Yeah, there could be a shot of your sister or something, and the insurance agents showing up there
Yeah.
as it passes to you and then to them.
Yeah. Okay. So her little sister looks to her mom and she's like, "So I can go to school."
Oh. This has been another fantastical adventure in 𝑎𝒂𝒄𝒂 live stream. Thank you so much for joining and tuning in. Do give us a like, subscribe, hit the notification bell to follow the adventure. You can further support us and become a part of the ever-growing forest known as Avenue Studios by joining our locals or our Patreon community. Doing so not only helps us continue to create high-quality content, but you will gain access to our exclusive Discord where you can chat with us, play games, watch movies, and so much more. Don't forget to check the links in the description below for the sound, music, and amps that we use. Of course, Pathfinder 2nd Edition, Foundry Virtual Tabletop, and the Starfinder 2E developers group on Discord. Check all those links in the description out. And yeah, thanks so much for joining the adventure. And we will see you next time. Bye.
Bye.
Wow.